Hi everyone, so in this video I want to share the build which is the EK in the Elementalist. So that is not a new build in this league, and actually this build is very popular in last two league. However, in this league there's only few people playing this build and not that popular. Most of the people, they are going to play the ranger build like the totem trap, while in the Pathfinder and tornado shot, that eye, and lightning arrow, something like that. So the EK in this league, I think is not that much expensive more, but without the scheme of the Lord. Okay, so yep, you can buy the helmet for within the 1.5 defense, I guess, and the amulet very cheap, ring very cheap, everything is very cheap, and yep, without this one. And actually you don't need to use this one if you're using the weapon, which is the obligations. But in the mid-budget versions, you will swap to the another weapons, right, to get more damage, and then you will use this flask to get the expose. And in this video, what I try to focus on is the bow. I'm using the Widowhail bow with this build. Actually, there are only maybe 3 to 4 people, even less than 3 people that are playing the EK Elementalist in this board in the ninja. Okay, you can search it by yourself. Maybe a little bit change it, but yeah, overall there is only very few people playing this build in this Widowhail bow, and I will try to explain the reason why I use this new unique item, and also try to share the mechanic, the strength, and the weakness with this bow. So first, for the mechanic in this bow, it's a really easy to understand the mechanic in this bow. Okay, just a bonus gain from the Quiver, right? So for the example, I got 15% physical damage as the extra cold damage in the Quiver, right? And so based on this bow and also the weapon passive tree, I can get 15 bonus more, and that means I can get around 260% bonus from the Quiver. And overall, the mod with the physical damage as the total damage 15% will be going to around 40% bonus for the from this Quiver, and even more. And yeah, just calculate by yourself. Yeah, fair. But overall, that is a really powerful. Why? Because in the mid-budget versions, this bow is not that expensive, I can say. You can buy it for the 2 defense, and actually I bought it for 2 defense in the market few days ago, and I think it's really powerful in the mid-budget versions, and it gives you a kind of good in the damage, just like before what we do the examples, right? We got a lot of the bonus from the Quiver, and actually you can get more than 40% bonus in extra cold damage, fire damage, and chaos damage from this Quiver, and that is amazing if you're using this weapon, right? But there is some problem, and we will try to explain it later on. And the second thing I think that is really powerful with this bow is the defenses. And you can see here, I got more than 4,000 life now, even that is 4,100 lives. But you can see in the ninja, there are lots of the people, they get around 3,800 lives, even less than the 3,800 lives in the build. And I'm not going to say, oh, that is a big problem, they get less lives. No. I mean, why I can get that much lives from this Quiver, I mean in the build, is based on I use this weapon. Okay. They get only 3,800 lives, even less. It's not the problem. Okay, maybe they can get more damage than my build. Is it's very easy, I think. And but overall, what I want to share is that is really good also in the defenses. You can got a lot of lives, resistance, even for your attributes. You can craft the in the suffix mod by yourself, right? And by the way, I think the attributes in this build is really big problem. And there is a lot, only few ways to get the attributes, but you need to get a lot of attribute in this build actually. And I try to get attributes from the headhunt actually. Okay, so it's a big problem, and that is also what you need to care about when you want to play the EK Ignite Elementalist. Okay. Attributes is a big problem. Okay, so why is good in the defenses? So if we're not using the Quiver, okay, we only get 3,400 lives, and also we get minus 32% of the lightning resistance and only 33% of the cold resistance. But if we use the Quiver, we will get more than the 4,100 lives. And also there is a very powerful thing is your resistance will get very good, I can say. So before we only get minus 32% of the lightning resistance, and we use the Quiver, we get 94% lightning resistance. Oh my god, that is really good and really attractive for me. Yeah, I don't know how about you, and I think that is really powerful in the defenses actually. So what I mentioned is that this new unique item, the bow, that is really good in mid budget for your damage, and also really good in the defenses actually. But is there any weakness for this bow? Yes. What we'll try to mention is, actually this bow is relying on the Quiver, right? But that is the one problem is, how about if your Quiver is very bad? So for this as the example, there is only 6% physical damage as the cold damage, right? No matter you get 260 bonus from your Quiver, this one, when you're using this Quiver, you will just only get very limited in the damage. Okay, and also maybe you cannot get the resistance in the Quiver, right? And then your defenses also get a huge problem in the build. That is the main problem with when you're using this Widowhail weapon, the bow. So when you want to play the EK Ignite in this build, or even you want to use this unique item in this other build, what you need to focus on is to get powerful in your Quiver. That is the first thing you need to upgrade for your build, actually. And so for my Quiver right now, I'm using that's around you can buy it for 15 defines in the market, but I think that is unreasonable. Actually, you can craft it by yourself, and this one I just craft it by myself, because after I see, oh, there's 50 defines, even there's selling 20 defines for this Quiver, and I don't think it's worth that. And if you're crafting by yourself for the Quiver, it's only cost you around 7 defines or 8 defines, and really easy to craft that. And you can search it in the other people, other YouTubers. They are also shared how to craft the Quiver, and actually I just watched it from other to craft that, right? And I did, and very easy, I can say. And so in this video, I'm not going to share in the details how about your gloves, how to craft this, right? Why using this ring, the amulets, right? But I want to focus on one more thing, is for your, if you playing the EK in a bowl, actually there is very popular in playing this build in the bowl, right? And maybe some people would like to play in other weapon, that's fine. But if you're playing in the bowl, what can you get is the physical damage convert to cold damage in your weapon passive tree. And I don't know other weapons whether can get this one, but if you can get this, please to get this in this build if you're playing in the EK. Why? And actually the physical convert to the cold damage, that is the most important thing you need to focus on in this build. And for my sample, and I got a 34% physical damage convert to the cold damage. Actually that is around, that can do the 35%. Okay, so let's count that to the 35%. So here I can get 35%, and also in the cold mastery from your passive tree, you can get 40%, right? So totally you can get 70% physical damage convert to cold damage from your mastery and also the crops. And so last 2 league, there are lots of the people, even from all the people, they try to get last 25% physical damage convert to cold damage from the watcher eyes. Okay, but I haven't to do that. Why? Because I can get the convert to the cold damage for the T1, only the T1 points in the passive tree in the weapon, and that is really cheap and really powerful overall. If you're using this one in the weapon passive tree, you can get lots of damage from your watcher eyes. So what I get is the increase the cold damage affected by the hatred, right? And the blah 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 damage elements deal faster is also powerful, and well, that is also what I try to get more. Even in here I get deal more faster, right? And so really high recommend you guys to, when you're playing this build, try to get the convert 35% damage to cold in the passive tree. Well, I mean the weapon passive tree. Yep. So I think that's all of this video. How about we do one more showcase in the mapping? Okay. Maybe we can do the this one, because actually I'm doing this one. So yeah, reflect physical damage is fine, because it's not a problem for this build. And what I doing right now is going to do the heist to get blueprint, the contract for sale, and also the beast. And the reason why I doing the beast is I'm copying and printing the designs, and I got a lot of this one in my bag, and actually I'm running this. And reason why I try to do the beast, and because I use a lot of the breeds the beasts for myself, and I don't want to always rely on the market to buy the beasts in the market. That is waste a lot of time actually. So I try to get the beasts for myself. And yeah, I mean, if you always to buy something in the market, that is very annoying, right? Maybe you will say, oh, that is a very convenience, right? Yeah, just depend on yourself. But for me, I'm trying to get it for myself. And let's do one example. And I get this one, and you could see the bar is moving so fast. The reason why is the item levels of my weapon is very low, only 14 levels of the item, so that is really fast to get full of the weapon passive tree. And also that is really important when you want to print want to do the define printing. And actually that is a really popular in this league, and also I really enjoy to play this one. But I'm not suggest you guys to do this printing strategies if you only get a low budget, right? If you only get around 10 defines, 15 defines, please don't do these strategies. You can do these strategies when you get around 40 defines, or maybe you can do it for when you have 30 defines left, right? And so then I will suggest you do this one. If not, I think you will lose a lot of you will feel this very bad, very sad for these strategies. And I don't know whether you guys want me to share these strategies, how to do it. But I mean, there are a lot of the other content creator, maybe they share these strategies, right? And just to speed it. So yeah, maybe you can watch other people how to do that. And I think that is a really interesting, and it's something like that game, right? But really high chance to get success. Okay, so that is a little bit build guide for this video. And yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask below, and see you guys in next video.